Nobody ever figures out what life is all about, and it doesn't matter. Explore the world. Nearly everything is really interesting if you go into it deeply enough. Study hard what interests you the most, in the most undisciplined, irreverent and original manner possible. You have no responsibility to live up to what other people think you ought to accomplish. I have no responsibility to be like they expect me to be. It's their mistake, not my failing. I learned very early the difference between knowing the name of something and knowing something. The first principle is that you must not fool yourself, and you are the easiest person to fool. I think it's much more interesting to live not knowing than to have answers, which might be wrong. Religion is a culture of faith, science is a culture of doubt. The highest forms of understanding we can achieve are laughter and human compassion. I would rather have questions that can be answered than answers that can't be questioned. We are trying to prove ourselves wrong as quickly as possible, because only in that way we can find progress. Physics isn't the most important thing, love is. I'm smart enough to know that I'm dumb. Physics is to math what sex is to masturbation. For successful technology, reality must take precedence over public relations, for nature cannot be fooled. I don't know what's the matter with people. They don't learn by understanding, they learn by some other way, by rote or something. Their knowledge is so fragile. We are at the very beginning of time for the human race. It is not unreasonable that we grapple with problems, but there are tens of thousands of years in the future. Our responsibility is to do what we can, learn what we can, improve the solutions, and pass them on. Science is like sex. Sometimes something useful comes out, but that is not the reason we are doing it. It doesn't matter how beautiful your theory is, it doesn't matter how smart you are. If it doesn't agree with experiment, it's wrong. You only live one life, and you make all your mistakes, and learn what not to do, and that's the end of you. People often think I'm a faker, but I'm usually honest, in a certain way, in such a way that often nobody believes me. Physics is like sex. It may give some practical results, but that's not why we do it. I learned from her that every woman is worried about her looks, no matter how beautiful she is. I think nature's imagination is so much greater than man's. She's never going to let us relax. Science is what we have learned about how to keep from fooling ourselves. There is no authority who decides what is a good idea. Tell your son to stop trying to fill your head with science, for to fill your heart with love is enough.